322,000. 322,000 probably. All right, this first feature, Donnie, got Spencer Hughes, Tim McCready. How about this? You got Garrett Smith, Jonathan Davenport, Brandon Overton, and Jesse Weiscarver. Who's going to win this first feature? You make your pick right now, buddy.
Well, I should pick Spencer, but I don't know.
He's dating your daughter.
Yes. If I don't pick Spencer, they're going to do that. So
cancel Thanksgiving. Thank Spencer Hughes dating Savannah Moran at the Racing Bureau Start Zone. We are underway with James Essex and Donnie Moran. And feature number 1, Spencer's going to grab the lead out of turn number 2. Tim McCready running at second down the back straightaway. Here comes McCready on the bottom. And they go side by side into turn 3. Lap 1, Donnie. Who's got it? McCready swings it way out wide. And McCready will lead lap number 1.
Slide job coming right back. It's the track's racy. They're going up and down. That's awesome.
Spencer Hughes down the back straightaway. Tim McCready, as they enter to turn 3, they're side by side off of turn 4. As they work lap number 2 at the line, McCready still out in front here in Muskingum County.
Spencer, he passed him right back. Tim's going right back by him. It's just they're fighting for the lead from one corner to the next. It almost looks like sprint cars out there racing when they're swapping the lead.
They're flying 15-9 that last time around. McCready still out in front in 39, reading the books. Spencer Hughes a close second. Then it's Garrett Smith, Jonathan Davenport, and Clint Keenan. Davenport, by the way, a spark plug wire off in qualifying, so that's why he did not get a good qualifying time. Right now, he runs 4th in this race, Donnie. 4 laps in the books. It's still 39 as they went back and forth the first couple of laps. Garrett Smith behind Jonathan Davenport. Then it's Doug Brown. And out in front, it's still Tim McCready at 39. Two-time and reigning Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series National Champion Spencer Hughes second. Again, the top 6 out of each of these features go to tomorrow night. Said we're going to have a caution flag, and it's Cody Rogers in 22. James, the Gorsuch Performance Solutions caution for Rogers. Go ahead, Donnie.
James, how long have you been announcing?
A long time.
Put a number to that.
46 years. You started in 79, right? Did you start in 79 or 80?
Yes, I started in 79. My first race was here on tax day, April 15th.
in a Camaro, right? A Camaro.
It was a
stock
true
frame car.
Camaro.
It was a true Camaro stock frame car. Did you win that night?
No, but went out and qualified, and I was the second slowest car, and they inverted heats back then, and I started on the outside pole, and I led every lap, won the first heat, first race I was ever in. I didn't even know what to do with the checkered flag.
That's when they took the victory lap, right? If you won a heat race, you got to take a check. In a feature, you got to take a victory lap, right?
Yes, I did. And I never held a flag or anything like that before. And I was like, it had a shifter knob. We had a Hurst 4-speed in it. And it was like, what do I do? What do I let go of? I can't let go of the flag or I'll lose it going around the racetrack on my victory lap. So it was.
Man.
Great moments.
That's awesome. Jonathan Davenport, of course, won the second Eldora Million. When you won the first Eldora Million in 2001, did you ever think there would be another one?
Yes, I figured someday. I didn't know if I'd get to see it in my lifetime, but, the car I won in, I kept it. It's over in my shop. But it's, things change. Records are made to be broken. And, I was glad to see Jonathan do it. And it was really weird. When I won, I was 38 years old. Mm-hmm. He was 38, same age.
Yeah. How about that? I did not realize that.
And I actually won 4 worlds, and he won 4 worlds, and he won 1 dream, and I won 1 dream.
Now he's got 5 worlds in 7 years. You had 4 worlds. When you went to Eldora in the 90s, it was either going to be Donnie Moran, Billy Moy, or Scott Bloomquist. Besides the year Jack Boggs in 95 had a terrific year, but, such great memories. And Donnie Moran here joining us here tonight in feature number 1. Tim McCready out in front, Hughes and Davenport. If you're Spencer Hughes, do you pick the bottom on JD as he did?
He might be able to, but JD might get a good run going into turn 1 here.
All right, Doug Brown has come up through there in the
like
12 car.
Got a car slowing up there in turn 4.
And it's Clint Keenan in the 29. And the Gorsuch Performance Solutions is going to come back out again for Clint Keenan in the 29 car. Of course, all the races you've done. How many total feature wins did you have in your career, Hall of Fame career?
I think it's over 400.
Over 400.
You know, some of the things we didn't keep track of when I started racing and things like that. But, you know, we didn't travel on series like they do now. And, you know, we run a lot of local races back then. So there's 25-lap features, but be about like tonight.
I think the first time I met you was at Brownstown. We had an all-star late model race, and you were there, and Charlie Swartz and Jim Dunn, and you know, and it was just fantastic. And back in the let's see what happened here. 49-10, Davenport and Smith on our Flow Racing replay here. What's going on here, Donnie Moran?
Well, it looks like Garrett just drove in a little hard, and it looks like he cleared him pretty good.
Yeah, he took the nose off a little bit, but he didn't really touch him.
Took the air off the nose, and it just happened like that. Then I think they retaliated after that.
Clint Keenan, a broken rear end. Did you ever have any issues with anybody on track?
Oh, no, never. Not one.
Never with Charlie Swartz, never with Balzano, none of those guys?
Balzano, Davey Johnson, you know,
you never touched a single soul, did you?
Oh, no, not once.
All right, Donna, here we go. Back underway, 5 down, 15 to go. And now Spencer Hughes is going to go to the bottom. Here comes Garrett Smith. They try to go 3 wide out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, McCready. And here comes Brandon Overton. Out at turn 4. Hey, Donnie Moran, Muskie is sporty tonight, isn't it?
Yes, it is. They just went 3 wide through there.
And they are still at it. Here comes Smith. Here comes Doug Brown. It's still McCready, but about 3 car lengths into turn 3. Hughes second over to Davenport as they come out at turn 4. They can run all over this track. Here comes Overton on the inside of Davenport. 7 in the books. In the 1, that Garrett Smith is 19 years old. What age were you when you started? About 17, right?
I was 16 years old.
16 years old. And we got a problem at turn 2. And the Gorsuch Performance Solutions caution is back out again in turn number 2. And it's for Cody Rogers, the West Virginia driver.
What about these guys fighting for these spots
How about
tonight?
it?
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
You've been retired for a while. I'm sure you still miss it, though, don't you, driving these race cars?
Well, I'll tell you what. You know, Father's Day was just here not too long ago, like a week ago Sunday. Well, with my driving school, I've had a driving school here at Muskingum County Speedway since 1992. And I had my driving school car hired for the week after Father's Day. And what I did for myself, I brought my school car over, shook it down, got me about 10 laps in, got my racing fixed, and I sat behind a wheel of a race car here about 2 weeks ago.
Oh, man. When you get up on, well, you know, you've been, your dad promoted this for many years. You're now running this, and I tell you what, I mean, people look out there like promoters get up, they get to the track like at 11 o'clock and start watering it and open the gates and collect all the money, right?
Well,
isn't that how it works?
Yeah, that's how it works. But, you know, with my wife running the office and the concessions, and Tristan's my right-hand man that helps me on this. He's pitched in a little bit this week. Devin, when he's home or not on the road, he'll pitch in a little bit. When we reclayed the track here a year and a half ago, Devin, he hauled like 40 loads of clay out of the pond, you know, that drained in through the drains and stuff, and where it leaks into the pond, the drains, and he helped me. So Brody, my oldest son, he comes up and helps mow, and, you know, it's a family affair. And I have some other good guys. I've had a guy that's helping me. It's Pat Romine. He keeps his bulldozer and any equipment here, and he does a really good job and good friend, and want to say thanks to him. And you know, like I've had other guys help me in the past and things, like a guy, a former employee when I raised Timmy Marshall, he's even helped me this week. He did a lot of weed eating, you know, which, you know, he made this place look really good.
Well, Jesse Weiscarver there out of Zanesville, looks like he's on the hook, and you can't really tell. Maybe something in the rear end of that 55 car.
James,
Justin, go ahead.
It's something on the left side. I don't know if it's a shock or what it is, but the whole left side is rolled over, especially on the left rear of that race car. They're going to try to tow him off the racetrack without doing any further damage. No real damage now. That left side is kind of hunched over so much. You do worry about it cutting that left rear tire down as they haul the Chuck Kimball-owned number 55 off the racetrack. Jesse Weiscarver, best finish this season was second up at Hilltop a couple weeks ago.
Dustin, do you have any questions for the Hall of Famer, Donnie Moran?
Well, I've talked to him 3 or 4 times. I was doing his dirty work down here. I was towing his banners around and everything else. So
Them wasn't my banners, Dustin. Them was Lucas Oil. We had a parking spot. When you had that Lucas Oil side by side, you was a man and you got it done.
I got recruited is what happened,
Yeah.
Big D.
Yes,
You
you did.
recruited me.
And you know what? You never turned me down either, did you, Dustin?
No, hey, I was a good employee for you here for how many years? I know not to say no to Donnie Moran.
We'll show what happened here, Donnie, on this replay here on what Garrett Smith in on the 49 car. Now, they did not. Now, right there, yeah, there definitely was contact right there.
Oh, yeah. When Garrett kind of hooked that rut and it got the car in a tight push, he drove in there and it just, the front end got away from him and it drove right up to Jonathan.
Back underway, working lap 8 here, the first of 3 features. Davenport trying for second. Hughes will slide him on the bottom. They're side by side at the line. It's got Davenport got him. That was close. Hughes is third. Overton Ford. Doug Brown up to 5th. Down the back straightaway. It's McCready, Davenport, Hughes, Overton, Brown, Smith, Scott out at turn 4. Down the straightaway. They can run over this track. You think a slider's coming? A slider's coming, Donnie Moran. And now
Yes.
Davenport with the crossover.
Here it is.
Davenport will go back in a second. Hughes on the bottom. Overton digging hard to the bottom. They are going at it.
What about that crossover move?
That's awesome. You used to do that, didn't you?
Yes, I
At
did.
least you did down the back straightaway. Move over, Shirley Schwartz, right? I'm bringing this wedge through here, man. Here we go out of 4.
Well, I think Charlie taught me that.
He sure did, I bet. Yeah, McCready, Davenport, Hughes, over to Doug Brown, your top 5. As we have 11 in the books, 9 to go. Jonathan Davenport up top, out at turn 4. Spencer Hughes, Brandon Overton. Doug Brown 5th right now. Garrett Smith the 6th and final car in the battle. And right there, he's got Cody Scott behind him on that 6th and final spot. Davenport's reeling him in, Donnie Moran.
Yes, he is. He's coming right in. And
how about this track? They are going at it.
yeah, Davenport had the fastest lap on that lap.
5/10 of a second is the deficit. 2 of the best in the business. They have combined for 5 Lucas Oil Championships. McCready the last 2, Davenport for 3. Down the straightaway. We'll have 5 to go next time around. We'll talk to the top 3, I believe, in Lucas Oil Victory Lane as they work the top down the back straightaway. Overton and on Hughes. And McCready's pulled away from him. Donnie.
Yes, he is. He picked it up right there. He got a couple tenths back. He looked like he got up on the wheel a little bit.
Right now, it is 7/10 of a second, the deficit. 5 to go down the back straightaway. Jonathan Davenport in second. Tim McCready ahead of him down the main straightaway. Still a battle back here between Hughes and Overton. Doug Brown solid in 5th. Garrett Smith 6th. Then Cody Scott in 7th.
And
So-
these top 6, they go for tomorrow, right?
Yes, sir. You see that top? They're kind of working that in, aren't they? They're kind of wearing out that top here.
Yep.
But still plenty of moisture down low as they go into turn 1 off of turn number 2. Here comes Overton out at 2. Donnie Moran down the back straightaway in on Spencer Hughes. That's the battle for a higher starting spot tomorrow night in the A main. It'll be 60 laps. They go side by side briefly off of turn 4, 2 to go.
Slide job.
And
Overton got him.
He got him. Brandon Overton will take the 3rd spot. Hughes back to 4th. So if you're McCready, you're out in front right there. You've got 1 lap to go.
Oh,
And
Spencer's on fire.
Spencer Hughes, a fire in the 11 car. Under
Fire,
the hood.
come on, fire.
And so the red is out as we have got our safety crew down at Lucas Oil Safety Crew. We've got our fire extinguishers ready to go. Spencer Hughes out of the car.
Driver's out.
You think that's a fuel line? What do you think that was?
It looked probably a fuel line come loose up by the carburetor. That's what it looks like.
So we've got the extinguishers there to put that out in a safe manner. Again, Spencer Hughes climbed out of his car.
Spencer got out good and quick. Even though with all the safety things that these cars have today. Look how quick Spencer got out.
Right.
You know, so it's,
and they've got the fire suppression system as
yes.
well. And you see
Yep.
Spencer
Yep.
taking his helmet off. So
yeah.
we'll take a look at it, Donnie, on the replay here on MAV TV on Flow Racing. I believe it started down the back straightaway. Here is the lap. This was lap 18 as they were headed to the white flag. And I'll let you see what happened to the 11 car. He comes out at 2. Huh.
It looked like it was losing power. So if the fuel line was coming loose and it wasn't getting enough fuel to the motor, and then it would start to lose power, and then it probably sprayed over the headers, and then it just ignited.
So Spencer gets it stopped down there, the PCC Motorsports 11.
Yeah, guys, Spencer Hughes, as you mentioned, he is out of the race car right now. They got the fire extinguished underneath the hood of your All-Star Performance Fast qualifier here this evening, but certainly not the way that he wanted to end his night. He's doing a couple things inside the race car here. Spencer, do you have any idea what happened?
Yeah, some sort of, something must hit the carburetor right there, and it broke one of the bowl, the inlets, one of the bowl fittings or something, but
You're all right.
yeah, it's fine. I mean, it right there about, through 1 and 2, and over and got by me, it kind of lost fuel pressure, and I was trying to figure out what went on, and just caught on fire, so I don't know, it's got to turn around at some point.
All right, Spencer Hughes, give me a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, your All-Star Performance Fast Qualifier. And he got that $200 bonus from Lawler Lawn Care here this evening as well. Certainly not the way that he wanted to end his night. He will have to come for one of the B mains here tomorrow.
When you're a race car driver, that's going to be your worst fear is fire, right, Donnie?
Oh, yes, it is. But I guess, look at it on the lighter side. I guess that's why my daughter dates him, because she thinks he's hot.
We're thankful he's okay.
What a dad joke.
What a dad
dad
joke.
joke.
Yep. Oh my gosh. How did she meet Spencer Hughes? Obviously, Devin, we've all raced together for a while now, and how did she?
Well, when she worked for Tony at Eldora's, one of Miss Eldora's.
Right. She
and
still
then,
is, right?
Yes, she still is. And Spencer won there a couple years ago when she was working, and they met in Victory Lane, and they just got talking after that, and one thing led to another.
We always kid her that she was in Victory Lane for the Eldora Million. She was on stage, right?
Yes, guess what? She's the only Moran that's going to be in Victory Lane on all three of them, too.
That's a good point. So McCready, 2 laps to go. It'll be the green, the white, and the checkered. It'll be Davenport, Overton, Doug Brown, Garrett Smith will now be in 5th. And then Cody Scott will be 6th.
Buster's down there selling Davenport's apparel. And I said,
Right.
hey.
Brewster, yeah.
Brewster. And
Yeah.
I said, hey, I'd like to get one of Davenport shirts or something for selling in here. And he goes, oh, you'll get a $2 million shirt instead of a $1 million. I said, yeah. But now with Savannah going to be the Eldora for the Sprint Million, she's going to be the $3 million Moran.
Did you ever have Eldora Million shirts from 01?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
They had gold glitter Arizona.
Gold glitter.
Yes, and they looked really sharp. Boy, we got a lot of flack after that. All the gold glitter was in people's washing machines and things that on their other clothes, and it was funny.
You saw Davenport pull up a song alongside McCready there. What do you think he was telling him?
Just that everything's okay, probably, I'd say, because
You ever
there's
pulled up
only 2
along
laps.
somebody and told them they had a flat tire when they really didn't? Have you ever done that?
No, I never did that. But
You were a good sportsman.
I've had people pull up beside me and give me told me that I'm the #1 driver before.
Did you see Earl Pearson at Lernerville last week?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. All right, here we go. We've got 6 cars left.
Hey, these guys are all going to be in the feature.
They're all going to be in the feature, including Cody Scott, who's 6th right now. Doug Brown trying to get up a higher starting spot. At the Racing Fritos restart zone, back underway in the first of 3 features here tonight in Muskingum County. How about Doug Brown on the bottom? Whoa, man, they try to go 3 wide.
Well, Doug was raced here a long time ago when he drove for Sean Weekly.
Yep.
He knows how to drive around this
63.
racetrack.
Look at this.
Yes.
How about this move for Doug Brown? In the 1. Brown and Davenport. Davenport gets a bounty. Doug Brown says he'll push up the track. Final lap. Coming up, checkered flag is out. Donnie Moran, it's going to be the 39 of McCready, who's going to get third at the wire. Wow, that was close for fifth. So, sixth is going to be Cody Scott. Fifth, Garrett Smith. How about Doug Drown? What a run for him, fourth. Jonathan Davenport, third. Brandon Overton, second. And Brandon Overton started back in sixth. And your winner in the 39 car out of Watertown, New York, Tim McCready. We're talking about Davenport as we talked about. You're winning 4 Worlds. Billy was 6. Bloomquist has won, 3? Did you ever think that somebody would come along all those years later and be like Jonathan Davenport? He's really the new king of Eldora, right? I mean,
yes, he is.
You can't deny that.
But, you look like Michael Schumacher a long time ago was in F1.
Right.
And Hamilton, what he's doing. Now looks at Max, what he's doing right now. So things go like this one, all the time. So just it's a different generation.
When you drove the wedge cars, was there nothing like it? Did you have fun doing that?
Oh, yeah, it was a blast. I raced Van May at East Bay once on a match race, and I beat him. Then I raced Kenny Jacobs at the old Southern Ohio Raceway, and then he beat me, so it was one for one on racing against a sprint car and a wedge car.
How about McCready, though? He comes out of the big block modifieds, goes into the late model. What's he been in the late model for about 18, 19 years now, and he's one of the best.
Yeah, he's really good. He's look at his dad. He had some good DNA
Right.
that got handed down.
All right, no doubt about it. So we will take those drivers. We'll bring them out here in this first 20 lap. Again, Tim McCready, Brandon Overton, Jonathan Davenport, then Doug Drown, Garrett Smith, Cody Scott, Spencer Hughes, Jesse Weiscarver, Cody Rogers, Clint Keenan, and Chase Fronapple. Okay, now what are you going to tell him to do now? You're going to tell him to run in this middle to the bottom?
They're going to run in the middle of the bottom, just try to make it a little bit more racy so it's not quite so much around the top. But when you see it on that restart, they all went right to the very bottom on that restart. So, the track's going to keep getting better as the night goes on. One thing that I learned from all the years racing, you're not going to have it perfect in the beginning of the night qualifying, but it will make it really good for the future time. So,
how many gallons of water have you put on this racetrack?
I couldn't tell you. That truck back here is Dow Cameron sponsored truck, and it's 80 barrel, and I bet you I put 30 loads on it this week.
Are you glad to see Devin back with the Moran ribbon through the 99?
Oh yeah, that's cool. That's cool. It's good. It's pretty neat. And back home, it made Mama happy when Devin brought his team back to Ohio. And, with Roger and the Double Down Motorsports and everything, it made it all possible. So it's good. It's good. Everything's good.
Thanks for joining us, my friend.
Thank you very much.
How about it, fans? Give him a big round of applause, the Hall of Famer, Donnie Moran.
And thank you, everybody, for coming out.
Yes, we'll see you here. Got a couple of more features. Right now, there's your winner. Dustin is the 39 car, the two-time rating series champion out of Watertown, New York. How about it for T-Mac, Tim McCready?
Tim McCready and that Donald and Gina Bradshaw owned Paylor Motorsports Mega Plumbing of the Carolinas. Sponsor number 39 gets the first prelim win here this evening. He locks himself into tomorrow's $30,000 to win Lucas Oil Freedom 60 presented by E3 Spark Plugs. Good race throughout the field in that one, and the box score might show that Tim McCready led the majority of the laps, but those of you that were here or watching at home live on MAV TV on Flow Racing know that was a good show, as the driver out of Watertown, New York is about to climb out of his Longhorn chassis, a winner of tonight's first prelim feature, two-time and reigning Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series champion. As he climbs out of the car, how about it, ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the first prelim feature, T-Mac, Tim McCready. He claps, he gives the wave to the crowd, and I got a feeling if he is able to get $30,000 here tomorrow, we might see the roof pounded on that race car. Tim, congratulations. We'll let you get kind of settled in here, get that Hoosier neckband down where it needs to be. We just said that the box score might show you led the majority laps, but I don't know that it would actually show You had to earn that win, especially the first 5 or 6 laps of that race, man. It was a good battle, and you had to battle 4 or 5 restarts, too.
Yeah, I mean, the track's just it's just really dirty and not really run all the way in yet. Unfortunately, I don't think we had just enough probably cars or just whatever they did. It was just really kind of one lane, and I think that's why we could pull them sliders early, just because, you know, you're just going to fly through the slot more than anything. And but we knew that being in the first heat. The first heat's always a tough one when we run these races here at this place, so hopefully the next 2 are a little more exciting.
Based on that, based on your past experience here and this first race, anything at all that you have learned that you might be able to apply towards tomorrow's $30,000 to win main event?
I mean, we've been – I mean, I got to thank, obviously, all the guys that do this. These 3 guys back here, this is the car, like I tore it up at Eldora, and everybody in the chassis shop at Longhorn went to work and fixed it, and then I broke a motor in it last week in hot laps before the heat races on Saturday, and then they had to pull the backup car out, and I broke a jack shaft in that. So, make a long story short, these 3 guys back here have had no sleep. I was fortunate. I got to go home and try to figure out how I need to be faster, and then car goes back to Longhorn, and everybody at Longhorn jumps on it, and then the guys in the assembly shop helped us, or actually assembled a new car for us, because I've been tearing too much up. So once I get my job where I do a little better, to let these guys catch up, we can find some speed. But I want to thank Longhorn Chassis, Bill Stein Shocks, Cornet Power, Donald and Gina, everybody's behind this Paler Motorsports team, Mega Plum to the Carolinas, Industrial Solutions. It's so many people that do this, and last week was a trying week for us. Today started off on a very good note, and we owe it to everybody down at China Grove.
He started the week off on a good foot. He's going to try to get 30 grand here tomorrow. How about it, ladies and gentlemen? T-Mac Tim McCready. He wins your first prelim feature. And we'll come over here and grab a word with your second and third place finishers. Second place, how about it, ladies and gentlemen, out of Evans, Georgia, Brandon Overton. I feel like for you it was the tale of 2 races, because the first half of the race, I'm just going to say, I don't think the 76 car was probably as good as what you wanted it. What happened in the second half of the race that you were able to find your way up to the Big River Steel podium?
Honestly, I just got out of the damn dude, I swear, y'all know I love everybody, but like some of these fuckers don't even need a driver's license. Like, that is terrible. So, hey, it is what it is. My car wasn't bad at the beginning. I just kept, every time I let off the gas to go in there, somebody would door blast me, run me off the damn track one time. So, oh well, it is what it is. Like I said, it was fun, I guess. Once I got back up there with JD and McCready, I felt like my car is just as good as theirs. Just, I didn't do a good job qualifying. Did the wrong things to it again and just buried us. So that's what you get. That's what I get.
Well, he comes home second in the first prelim feature. How about it? Brandon Overton with a second place finish, and we'll grab your third place finisher. How about it, ladies and gentlemen, rounding out the Big River Steel podium here this evening, Superman Jonathan Davenport. JD, we talked about the battle that Brandon Overton had. You had your own battle going out there, you and Garrett Smith, a few different times in the early stages of that race. From your vantage point, what happened with the 2 of you?
He pushed really bad and down here and took out the left front, so I pushed really bad and hit his left front. I don't know. Hope y'all enjoyed that, because my guys are going to have to work their ass off on this thing. I think every body panel on that thing's bent. The front end's knocked out, left and right. I don't know. That probably cost us about $3,500 right there. But I don't know. Maybe it'll be better for tomorrow if it don't rain. But that we, like just what Brandon said, we did it ourselves. We had a mechanical failure in qualifying that put us back there in all that mess. So congratulations to Timmy. I know them guys have been working hard trying to get a little better, and we've been trying a few things too. So obviously we just ain't good enough yet, but we'll keep plugging at it, and maybe we'll see y'all tomorrow.
Real quick, it sounded like, was it a spark plug when you were qualifying? What was the issue?
We'll just say just a mechanical issue.
Mechanical issue on the 49. How about it? He rounds out the Big River Steel podium. Superman Jonathan Davenport. James, back up to you.
Oh, my. Thank you, Dustin. Great job. That first feature brought to you by Custom Cutters.